can you do with a skateboard, Johnny? What can you do with a skateboard, Johnny? What can you do with a skateboard, Johnny? Early in the morning, throw it in the air and ride along with it. Heave it in the air and ride along with it. Toss it in the air and ride along with it. Early in the morning. Why do you ride a skateboard, Johnny? Why do you ride a skateboard, Johnny? Why do you ride a skateboard, Johnny? Early in the morning.
Break it down. 3, 2, 1, son of a...
Yo, I'm Sven, drummer and graphic artist, and in this video I want to show how I painted a skateboard, almost handed one to Tony Hawk and almost got another one signed by him. Almost. Or maybe not. Yo, I'm Svenimal, professional drummer and graphic artist behind Svenimal.art. Growing up in the 80s, I was instantly drawn to the world of skateboarding and BMX culture. The music, the art, and just as much to graffiti and hip-hop. My passion for skateboard art started with legends like Jim Phillips and VC Johnson. Over time, my art evolved from simple drawings to oil and acrylic paintings. Pyrography. I especially love working on second-hand skateboards, giving them new life as pieces of art. In this series, I'll be diving into my skateboard artworks. Depending on the piece and the footage I've got, I'll share more or less about the process, the story and the inspiration behind each deck. If you want to see more about my passion for old school skateboarding, please watch my video of the Clyde Samo tribute mural I made in Amsterdam at the Halfpipe. I grew up in the 80s when skateboarding outside certain cities was only visible in some movies, like Back to the Future and Police Academy 4. It was from 1989 when, as a teenager, I videotaped little fragments of skateboard videos that were broadcasted by Super Channel. And I got to know skateboarders from mainly Powell Peralta, Santa Cruz, Vision and later 8th Street through magazines.
Do you see skateboarding as a spectator sport?
In some respects, I see it as a spectator sport, but the true technical part of skating with the most, I guess the hardest tricks, is more of a skater sport. But in some ways, like this.
While the first halfpipes appeared in smaller cities in the late 80s and early 90s, it was still not a passion shared easily, as there were hardly any skateboarders in the wider area and Rodolfo's in Amsterdam for a long time was the only skateboard shop. I think that this sort of pre-mainstream period contributed to the fact that everything from the culture of that time is considered to be classic, with Tony Hawk and his decks probably as sort of kings. For the younger generations, this was of course far before Pro Skater made you think you were a skateboarder. If you want to know more about how I grew up with that culture, please watch this video. I put a link at the end of this video. In 2015 I bought some used skateboards to work out drawings with acrylic paint, when at the corner of my house I found bones and a skull of a bird in pretty good shape, with even the toes on it. I wanted to do something with these nice shapes, so I cooked the bird to clean it and went on the internet for missing anatomy. While at first drawing realistically, I suddenly thought how great it would be to draw it in this feather or comic-like inking style that's well known from skateboard artists like Jim Phillips on Santa Cruz decks and V.C. Johnson on Powell Peralta decks. And so it went. Almost without really thinking of Tony Hawk. This bird wasn't a hawk at all. I painted the drawing on a used Powell deck. When me and a friend decided to go to an evening with Tony Hawk at the open air theater in Antwerp, I decided to reproduce the thing. This time on a more nature efficient bamboo deck. In this video I show the making of the painting and how in Antwerp suddenly someone I didn't know played a major role in my life. To keep it short, let's get into the groove!
We're going downtown to the beat up drums. You're to the drive, I'll bring the beer. It's a late, late shift, no one to fear. And ride, ride, how we ride. And ride, you ride. It's a round-up time with a good horse. We're gonna drag one screaming off the street and ride, ride, how we ride. Got a black uniform and a silver badge. Play cops for real and play cops for pay. Let's ride.
In the morning, why do you ride a skateboard, Johnny? Why do you ride a skateboard, Johnny? Why do you ride a skateboard, Johnny? Early in the morning.
So, I just came to show you that video. Thanks a lot. See ya. No, I appreciate you coming out. Thank you. This is the first time I've ever done this on my own. Usually I'm doing it as part of a bigger conference or a convention, and usually I have to introduce myself as my name is Tony Hawk. I'm a professional skateboarder. I have been skating for 49, I don't know, long time. And I'm 54 years old. And then people go, oh my God, he's so old. And I feel like you guys bought tickets to this. You probably know part of that story anyway, so I'm not going to bore you with it. Anyway, yeah, that's the truth. I've been skating for, what is it now? 43 or 44 years. And I started in the 70s when skateboarding was sort of an offshoot of surfing. And you guys know the Dogtown Z-Boys story. Well, that's all true. They were trying to emulate surfing, sidewalk surfing, and then eventually they found empty swimming pools. And I got into it because my brother was a surfer. He was hardcore surfer, like going out every morning at sunrise. And then he started skating as an extension of that. I eventually found my way to skating through him, and then started skating through my neighborhood. I would use it as transportation. And eventually a friend of mine said, hey, I'm gonna go to the skateboard park. And I didn't really understand what that was. I'd only seen pictures of people skating in these swimming pools. And I said, yeah, I wanna go check that out. So I went with him, and I hadn't been serious about skating at that point. It was more of a trend. It was just kind of like the thing. It was like a thing to do that the kids my age were doing, and then they moved on to yo-yos or frisbees. And so I went to the skate park, and I literally saw people flying around, and that's when I had this epiphany that it was like, I want to do this for as long as I can. I want to learn how to fly like these guys. And a lot of people, this is hard to explain to a new generation, but they ask you, like, how did you become a vert skater instead of a street skater? Well, in my day, when you go to the skate park, and what skateboarding was for the most part, it was either pool skating, which became vert skating, or it was freestyle. There was no street as we know it. It didn't happen. No one had knew how to ollie yet. No one knew that a handrail could be used as an obstacle. And so you either skated vert and you were cool, or you skated freestyle and you were a nerd. That's the truth.
And so, Tony Hawk talked about his early contests, his struggles financially, the story of the Pro Skater video game, showed some never broadcasted commercials, answered some in advance written questions from the audience, and ended with a spontaneous do a kickflip with a bunch of kids on stage. As I was in second row, on the corner, I gave it a shot and stepped to the stage to hand my painted board, while Tony left the stage on the other hand. Show over, I thought, and went back to my seat to pick my stuff and go for a drink with this friend of mine. Well, out of the blue, this long-haired guy came towards me, saying he saw me standing there with my painted decks, and told me he bought a meet and greet ticket. And so, Melody, who just like me appeared to be a musician, earned shitloads of karma credits, to put it in his own words, by not only handing the bamboo deck, but also getting an autograph.
And he was trying to do this to you when he was on the stage. Oh. And this, he made this board himself. I don't know, yeah. And he wanted me to give it to you. Okay. And he got another one, which he also made. And he was like, can you get this signed for me, please? And I was like, I can try. So, I'm gonna score so many karma points. Alright, outside of that, this is my own. I'm the best friend who was just talking about that he was talking about me. Me and him, the only reason we met, well, you can technically bring it all back to us playing. Who's better?
I'm slightly better. I'm more consistent.
He's got revert manual. And this is my band shirt, but I mean, I wanted to give it to you. I don't know. Oh, sick. Well, I'm in a rock band. I mean, we were like, I don't expect you to put it on for the photo. Oh, you want me to hold it up though? That would be amazing. I would dig it. Alright. Sure. Oh, that's so cool.
Alright, man, thank you. And tell him thanks for the gift.
Yes. So this is the. Yeah. He's getting this one back. That one is for you. Okay.
It's a round-up time where the good odds be. We're gonna drag one screaming off the street and ride how we ride. Got a black uniform and a silver badge. Play cops for real and play cops for pay. Let's ride, ride. Down your dress is a kick in the. Let's beat your balloon till you in your pants. Don't move, child, got a big black stick. There's 6 of us, babe, so suck 'em on and ride how we ride. Let's ride, ride. The left newspapers like.
And to Melody and his friend, I want to say, I know what the pressure is like when meeting the famous, so it makes me even more thankful. So from my heart, thanks for this unbelievable spontaneous action and for this amazing photo from Tony Hawk's Instagram. To all viewers who are interested in more of my art or drumming or from Melody's band, Madame Jeanette, see the links in the description. Thanks for watching.